So like I said in the previous video, I wanted to clean this engine up, so I got some chemical guys, all clean plus. It's an all-purpose cleaner and degreaser, and it's super citrus as it says there, but it's very concentrated. So you can use this all over your car, but if you want to use it in your interiors, you'd have to dilute it, like, you know, I think it's 20. It says something here. There is there. It says 20:1 if you wanted to use it on your interiors and stuff. But let's say for my engine, I can use it straight from the bottle for my engine, or I can dilute it down to about 5:1. But for your tires, let's say as well, you could use it straight from the bottle if you want for your tires to get all the heavy brake dust and dirt and grime from, you know, road dirt. You can use it straight from the bottle for that as well. But I'm going to use it directly onto the engine like the way it is now. And I have a bunch of different brushes, and, like, you know, there's a very hard bristle brush, so that's for like the engine itself. I'll be able to clean the engine down with that. And then I have a couple of soft detailing brushes, and then this is a wheel brush, but that's gonna help to be able to reach down into the back of the engine and stuff where I need it. And this is like a pot scrubber, but this is also has hard and soft brushes on it. But yeah, again, just for angles that I can't get in at. And then just a cloth then, just to sort of dry up things, and a clean bucket of water to rinse off of all of these. I also have these are more for carpets and stuff, but if I can't get in anywhere and I need to use some kind of scrubbing action, I can use these on a drill. I know you can't really see it through the bag here, but I can use them on a drill if I need to do that as well. But firstly I want to remove some of these things, the battery, the air intake. I'm going to remove a lot of stuff first, because I will be spraying all these, like I said in the last video. So I'm going to remove a few things first before I start degreasing. I'm going to be spraying this probably. I probably won't do it in this video, but I will be spraying this, some of these, yeah, a couple of things anyway around. I'm going to be spraying up and cleaning up. Another thing to say before I go any further is I could power hose this engine, but it's an older car, which means that all of the connections and stuff, like let's say here, look, these are not water sealed, so I should not power hose this engine. I should not try to get water into these kind of sensors and stuff like that. So I want to use as little amount of water as I can on this, so that's why I brought all of the brushes and the cloths, because I'm going to basically just wipe it down. I won't really be using too much water on it, as much as I can anyway. Like the likes of up here, I might spray some water up here and stuff, and, you know, I can get around some places, but the likes of here, like, I will just have to use a brush and like a cleaning cloth just to get all that dirt off of it. But newer cars would have much more protection around these sensors and stuff, so you could power hose the newer cars more. But this is just a very open engine, and, like, you know, there's my alternator right there, and I just don't really want to get any water into that alternator. So yeah, I'm just going to be using my hands as much as possible with this. Now, like I said, this is an all-purpose cleaner, okay? So it is a degreaser, but you can use it on rubbers, plastics, basically anything. You can use it all over your car. You can use it on carpet and everything. I've seen it done. But it is a degreaser, so that it will take some of the grease and the oil off of the engine that I need. Like, let's say around the cam seal there, I want to make sure that it is actually coming from the cam seal, the leak. But I know it is, but I'm still going to clean around that area anyway. But this is what I would normally use for around the engine. Like, you know, I would clean up the engine with this, but it's very harsh. So if I got this on plastics and stuff, the plastic would start to, it's very hard to tell you without showing you, but the plastic would start to lose its color, and it would, there's oils in plastic, and that would strip the oils out of the plastic, so you'd start to see the plastics dull down. So that's why I don't want to use anything like this today. I want to use this, but I am going to be using it concentrated straight from the bottle like this. So if I wanted to make sure that I don't get my plastics, I literally will be spraying it and rubbing it straight off the plastics, like, you know, just to clean them up. But yeah, so I will try to use this in most of the areas straight from the bottle. But yes, you're better off in a lot of cases to dilute this down. If your engine is not as bad as mine, dilute it down and use it, you know, like maybe maybe 5 to 1, 10 to 1. So just don't use it straight from the bottle if you don't need to, because you'll save a lot of product as well. So like these are €18 from Halfords. This cost me. You can buy it online for cheaper probably, but I got it out of Halfords because it was closer and I wanted it now to get it done. So anyway, I'm going to remove a few things off the engine first. I'm also going to use some WD-40 around all of the sensor areas, like so in here I will be using WD-40. This is perfectly fine to use on electrics, but also it's waterproof, so any of the product that gets into these sensors, like in here and all, like anything like that, I'm going to spray down with this. This will strip most of this off, but it won't. This will probably penetrate more before this strips it, if you get me. So that's why I'm using this, and as I said, I will not be spraying directly into these. So yeah, that's what my plan is. So firstly, like I said, I'm going to spray in all of the WD-40 into these areas, and then I'm going to start removing anything off the engine that I need to remove. Right, so I have sprayed a lot of WD-40 around, and I've taken out my battery, my air filter, off the exhaust cover, a couple of the brackets and stuff like that I've taken off. So it's basically now ready to clean. Oh, I still have to take that off actually. So I'm going to start here with this chemical stuff and start spraying in this area first, because it will be hidden if I don't like the way the product actually looks when it's done. At least it's hidden away underneath the battery anyway. I've taken everything out that I'm going to be respraying and fixing up. I might spray this in wrinkle black just for now, because I still have some left, and just doing this all in gloss black maybe. And the battery's clean, maybe just redo this in gloss black, we'll see, I don't know. But for now I'm just going to start cleaning this engine up now. Now, okay, so I have sprayed and scrubbed all in around here where the oil leak was in there. I've sprayed all around this area as well. So I've sprayed a lot of stuff here. But I have this this steamer, and I'm going to steam in around these areas where I can't pour water. So I'm going to steam all of this area out and see how it looks afterwards. Okay. I wanted to show you what it looks like after steam cleaning with that stuff. So all around the engine here where the cam seal is, yes, I got a lot off. I think I needed to scrub more, but I couldn't really reach in. Same down here, a lot did come off. But again, it's just very difficult to get in at these areas. So, but then if you look at my rubbers, the rubbers that I sprayed by accident, like, you know, just little small pieces onto it, the steam actually destroyed the outside of it. So I'm going to put some WD-40 onto these to clean them up and to put some oil back into the rubber. Also this area here, I didn't even use a cloth on it. All I done was just use the steam. So I used a bit of steam just in here, so I could have rubbed it away, but I just didn't. Also you can see the difference here. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So just with a steam clean and that stuff, it did actually take a lot off. But yeah, I think I do need to power hose this, no matter what. I think I need to power hose this because I couldn't get in at a lot of parts of it. The steam just wasn't able to get off the heavy stuff unless I had it pointed directly at it. Yes, I do need to. I think I need to power hose this. Actually, it'll be better. But you can probably see that the rain is here now. Look. So typical Irish weather. It was beautiful and sunny, and now it's raining. So I've put some WD-40 on, and I'm just cleaning it off, and it's coming back to okay. But if I use some like rubber care, this will probably come back better. It's very hard to get in at all, but if I use some rubber care, the rubbers will come back up shiny. But yeah, look at this, it's raining and the sun is out at the same time. So I don't know whether to stop working or not, because it is raining, but it's also still sunny, and it was dark and rainy. It's still getting destroyed with rain anyway. But I don't know what to do here. Do I stop or continue on? Okay, so I just wanted to show a bit of a before and after with this, right? So this is the engine before. Okay, now this is the other side. So you can see that the engine block is cleaner there. The engine cover, I just literally just dusted it down, so that was just dirt, dust, and just cleaning the cover down itself. I scrubbed this with a brush. I scrubbed all these. I scrubbed all down here, the H22 sign. I did get a lot of the dirt off, and it looks a little bit more black rather than grey or whatever, you know. But I don't think this worked as well as I thought it was going to work. Like, yes, it worked, but I did use a lot of steam to also get the heaviness off. And then also, after using the steam and so there was this green stuff was everywhere, but after using steam as well, the steam dried up everything. But this worked better than both of them, I think. So like, I used the WD-40. I literally just sprayed everything and then wiped whatever I could reach, or scrubbed whatever I could reach. And the WD-40 done all of this here so much more, you know, better than the green stuff did, because as I said, the green stuff was still all over everything. There's a big pile underneath the ground, underneath the car now, of green stuff. See it? So like, the green stuff did clean it, it did degrease it, but it dried up very quickly, and I would have to power hose it or use a steamer, and then the steamer was drying everything up more. So what I'm saying is, the WD-40 seemed to have worked better for cleaning than the degreaser on its own, if you get me. Now, this is concentrated as well, so I didn't even water this down or dilute it, but this was still better. Do you understand? Because this was able to protect everything. I could only, like with this chemical, guys, I could only spray it in certain areas to clean that area. You know what I mean? Like to clean the grease off of things. But with the WD-40, I was able to spray it on everything. I sprayed it on all the rubbers, I sprayed it on all the connections, I sprayed it on all of these plastics, the brake reservoir. I sprayed it everywhere, and it just cleaned better, I think. You know, well, as I said, it's very hard to get in. Like, there's a lot of cables and a lot of stuff there. You can't really get in at a lot of things, but from a distance it looks okay. You know, you just can't see in here, you can't get in there, so you can't see in there either. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think the WD-40 was actually working better than the chemical guy stuff. But the chemical guy stuff, it did work for the grease that I needed to remove, but this worked for everything to clean the whole lot. So I'm going to finish off the car in WD-40 and see what the difference is, because as I said, I used a lot of the grease, because this is where the gearbox is, this is where all the oil is leaking. So I used a lot of grease remover this around this area. I'm going to clean the rest of this here now with the WD-40 and see is it any better than this part. Now, I cleaned this part here with the WD-40 and this part with the chemical guys, so you can see that the chemical guys one did take off more grease than the WD-40 did. So I will go over here with the chemical guys. I think the steamer sprays everywhere, so it's actually ruining everything. You know, it just goes everywhere basically. Right, so I'm after spraying this here, and then a hailstorm came. Like, I should have basically power hosed this, because it's after getting power hosed with a hailstorm anyway. Yeah, so anyway, I did put more of the chemical guys on this part here, and I did scrub it, but you can kind of see, right, that area there seems to be a little bit better than this area no matter what. So maybe this is just sort of the center where the exhaust fumes more come up, but it's much darker. It's harder to get the oil off this area. I don't know if it's because I used the WD-40 first and then the chemical guys. Oh look, here's more hailstone. It was beautiful and sunny this morning, and now it's hailing on me. So anyway, what can I do? I just have to keep going here because I'm already getting wet anyway. But yeah, so I'm just going to try and tidy up the rest of this side, and then I will spray those parts in my own time, and I'll get back to you and let you know what it looks like when I finish it. Okay, I'm pissing against the wind here because I'm cleaning it and the sun comes out or whatever, and then it rains again, and I'm just getting, I got as much as I could done. I got as much as I could done on this side, but it just keeps raining and I can't just get a break on this. So I'm just going to try and clean up as much as I can now and close this bonnet down because this rain is not going to stop today. Right, okay, so I have cleaned as much as I could, and before the clouds come back, I'm just going to finish up on this video. This Chemical Brothers, Chemical guys. I've said Chemical Brothers a few times now. Okay, so did this stuff work as an engine cleaner, as a degreaser? Yes, it did. Like, it got this main part away here, and all around there, wherever I could reach in, it did get that part as well. But would I use it on anything else? Maybe some plastics or stuff like that, but I would definitely dilute it down first, and wipe it on, spray it on and wipe it off fairly quickly, because it does leave a lot of residue behind that is more difficult to get off it. So if you look along here, you can kind of see it, you can't really see it actually, you can see some residue from where it's sort of embedded into the paint. So I don't think it's that great for your car. So would I recommend getting this? Yeah, if you're going to be cleaning your engine, all the oil and grease off your engine, then yes, I would get it. Or if you're going to be cleaning your wheels, so let's say like this, these wheels here are fairly dirty, they're really bad, like, because there's a lot of brake dust on them. So if you were cleaning these wheels, then yes, I would spray it on these wheels because it will help. But also if you're cleaning your tires, that would be grand as well. It'll actually get into the pores in the tire and clean out a lot of the dirt. But anything else like plastics and stuff or rubbers in here, I would try and keep it away from any of the rubbers that are inside your engine bay and stuff like that. The WD-40 was just working a lot better. Now at the end of the day, is this pointless, the job that I'm doing? Kind of, yeah, I don't care. I just wanted to clean it up anyway, because every time I opened the bonnet it just looked horrible and old and disgusting and, you know, not nice. So it's just a small step towards what I want to finish the car. You know, I want to sort of start getting things done on the car. It's just been too long. So before this rain and hail comes again, I'm just going to finish off this video now. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.